Hello friends, welcome back to another video from Shomu's Biology, and in this video lecture we are going to talk about glycogen phosphorylase enzyme and glycogen phosphorylase regulation. So how exactly glycogen phosphorylase enzyme regulated, and what is the role of glycogen phosphorylase in glycogen metabolism? What is the function of glycogen phosphorylase in the first place? Glycogen phosphorylase enzyme converts glycogen into glucose. So when we need to break down glycogen into glucose, we utilize glycogen phosphorylase enzyme, and this enzyme attaches a phosphate group to glucose residue, first carbon of glucose residue, to convert glycogen into glucose 1-phosphate by attaching a phosphate group, taking it from ATP. That is the job of glycogen phosphorylase. Now this glycogen phosphorylase enzyme or glycogen phosphorylase is tightly regulated by proteins known as protein kinase and phosphatase. How exactly glycogen phosphorylase is regulated? Let's see that. Glycogen phosphorylase is present in two different forms in cell: in inactive or less active form known as glycogen phosphorylase B, and more active form glycogen phosphorylase A. Now we need to convert glycogen phosphorylase B into glycogen phosphorylase A from less active to more active form, and that is done by phosphorylase kinase enzyme. Phosphorylase kinase enzyme transfers a phosphate group from ATP into the glycogen phosphorylase B to make it glycogen phosphorylase A, more active form. Now this more active form or glycogen phosphorylase A form can convert glycogen into glucose 1-phosphate. But who activates phosphorylase kinase? Phosphorylase kinase is also present in very lesser active form known as phosphorylase kinase less active form here. But phosphorylase kinase need to be phosphorylated in order to make it more active, and that is done by protein kinase A, which transfers a phosphate group from ATP to phosphorylase kinase to make it more active. So the process goes like: protein kinase A phosphorylates lesser active form phosphorylase kinase into more active form phosphorylase kinase. The more active form of phosphorylase kinase is going to attach a phosphate group to glycogen phosphorylase B, convert it into more active form glycogen phosphorylase A, and glycogen phosphorylase A can convert glycogen into glucose 1-phosphate. Now here, this is how the whole process works in one single direction. But at this point, we are making only active form of phosphorylase kinase, active form of glycogen phosphorylase, but we need to get them back to the inactive form to store them in the cell. So there is a reversal, that conversion of more active form of phosphorylase kinase into less active form, and also conversion of glycogen phosphorylase A into lesser active glycogen phosphorylase B need to be done, and in both this case we need to cleave the phosphate groups out. So basically the phosphate groups that are present here, we need to cleave these phosphate groups out. Once we cleave this group out by hydrolysis, again the same idea, by hydrolysis, and that is done with the help of phosphatase enzyme. The enzyme's name is phosphoprotein phosphatase 1. This phosphoprotein phosphatase 1 enzyme cuts the phosphate group out with a hydrolysis process, and as a result converting the phosphorylase kinase into lesser active form and glycogen phosphorylase into lesser active form. That's how the balance between the more active form and less active form of phosphorylase kinase and glycogen phosphorylase can be maintained inside of a cell. That's how the glycogen phosphorylase regulation is done. That's how the glycogen metabolism regulation is done.